Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. It's me, B. Avery, and I got my girl Tara right here with Struggle Reviewz TV. Hello, 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 ma'am. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Excited to talk to you about this episode. My virgin eyes. Oh my goodness gracious. I feel like I don't know what I feel, but let's get into it, guys. I want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. I'm going to spoil it up, down, left, right, in and out, as if you've already seen it. You have been warned, and I'm very, 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 very excited to talk to you about this episode, P Valley, aka Pussy Valley, titled "The Dirty Dozen." What is this episode about
Mm.
exactly? What we're going to find out. Keyshawn and Lil Murder embark on a new adventure. Meanwhile, Mercedes ventures into uncharted territory. What is going on, Tyra? What is going on? Let's get into it, ma'am. How did you like this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Are you somewhere between? Let us know how you feel, because I am curious.
I really enjoyed this episode. I was glad because after the supernatural aspect of last
Mm.
episode, I was like, okay, where the hell are we going? It was very grounded and still really, really good. A lot of stuff was happening this episode.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of stuff was happening. I'm really, I mean, we got a side. You know what I'm most surprised about is the growth of Little Murder.
Hmm.
Just seeing how he is in front of everybody when he's at the club, when he's around his boys, but then when he's just with Keyshawn by
Mhm.
herself, Miss Mississippi, it has a whole completely different tone, whole
Mhm.
completely different demeanor, and I'm just like, wow. And this episode really resonated with me a lot because of social media. Of course, there's a lot of social media with Keyshawn. They're going on their Dirty Dozen tour, the
Mhm.
name of the episode. And I mean, they're promoting this certain lifestyle, but they're living a completely different lifestyle behind closed doors,
Yes.
or behind the scenes. And, they just get so much love and attention. And I'm not hating on them, but it's just, people they love them so much. Just the sight of them. Oh my God, Little Murder. They're talking about Miss. Oh, that good. That chocolate. What they call it, like a chocolate Barbie or something. She right there.
Mhm.
She doing this. She doing that, and da
Yeah.
da da. And she like her men like he like his forces, crispy white. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, wow, wow. That was really, really interesting right there. I did not think that we would get these type of reveals, and so
Mm.
quite interesting. I'm not in love with everything in the episode, you
Yeah.
know. I'm some things I was like, oh, is that necessary? But I mean it was still good. It was still good. And so guys, before we get into all the details, if you love what me and Miss Tara has to say, of course, you can follow us on social media. Our handles on the screen. Her information is in the description box of this video. And like always, you can head over to my channel tab. There it is right there. She's in the second row in the middle. And this is what her channel looks like. Let's help her reach 1 billion subscribers.
Yeah,
Yes.
do that, please.
1 billion. But no, yeah. So last time we got we got the 7 pounds of pressure, but this opener right here
Mm.
is where you get to pay a little bit of extra. You may get some sloppy toppy.
Mm.
Now this guy right here spent a lot of bread on that. On the left it look like a stack of ones, but I don't know what that roll over there is. And
Mm.
we got our girl Miss Wanda from Snowfall, but ass naked, busting it wide open. I was like, Wanda, no. Why you gotta? But anyway, how did that scene work out for you? And I also got
Oh.
to know, how much is a brick? Is it $100, $1,000? Like
I personally assumed that a brick was $1,000,
okay, okay, okay.
but like I was going all up. I was like, "How dare you? Don't just assume that she's just willing to degrade herself and give you some head because she's a stripper. That doesn't mean she doesn't have any dignity. That don't mean she a hoe." I was like, "Oh, she is a hoe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She she was very much so here for it, and like, well, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. I was like, well, damn, I thought she was at least gonna escort him out of the pink, but I
Right,
was like, damn, they're letting us know right away that what I thought was true, roulette is here to start some shit. Like, this is more than you starting shit, or you degrading yourself. You are messing up stuff at the pink. This is a
right,
whole opportunity for prostitution, soliciting. We can get shut down. Like, she is trouble. But yeah,
right.
yeah, she's about that life, and I'm surprised, but I'm not.
Yeah, yeah. I was a bit surprised too. I kind of was happy at the beginning and she stood up for herself, like, but she played it off. She didn't want to. She stuck her ground, but she didn't want to lose the money at the same time. She was
Mm.
like, now, come on. We can't be honing at the pank. We can't be doing all that. Yeah, but she gave up the goods.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she rubbed it in the management's face. I think she looked at the camera and
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I'm just like, wow. So that's interesting right there. But she got her money though. I don't know how much it was, but y'all let us know. I mean, I know how much a stack is. A stack is $1,000. A few stacks that's $3,000. But I'm just like a brick. Is that $100 or $1,000? I think I'm gonna go with you and say it's
If
a
she
thousand.
using her dick sucking lips, it better be at
Yeah,
least be 1,000. I'm sorry.
yeah. I thought I swear I thought I had all the images of her lips and all that, but I don't
Oh.
know, for some reason they just not here. But hey, I'll try to do better next time. But somebody else that I was, hey, I'll say this. When it comes to Mercedes,
Hmm.
I actually, I'm gonna say what I want to say, but until a little bit later in this episode, I did not notice that her bandages matches her car. That's interesting. Did you notice that? Is that, no? I'm not just
No,
playing.
I did not.
Okay. But how you feeling about Mercedes? I mean, we always joke that she's just unhappy.
Mhm.
Her mom stole from her, unfortunately, and she has this hand-me-down fitness center here that looks like it's gonna take a lot of work. Man, I want
Mhm.
to ask you, like, did her mom have more than $20,000 to put down on that lot for her to start her church? Because I
Mm.
mean, I don't know. I'm not in. I don't know all this and that, but it just seemed like $20,000 is not enough.
Yeah,
I
it's
could be
not.
wrong. Okay.
I believe it was more because I believe she was I guess trying to kind of clean the money and legitimize it and have it pass through her. If I can remember, it was more than that. It had to be with the condition of of the facility. I feel like it was more, but I was more so, I guess, surprised at, and I was like, maybe this is to tie in with the name of the episode, the Dirty Dozens is, pretty much talking shit and going back and forth. But you see Mercedes, she has a tendency to kind of place judgment, and even though fresh meat roulette is rubbing it in her face episode, like, yeah, I got money, your bag is looking kind of light, but it's like, you can't really talk shit about me. Roulette is low-key prostituting this episode, but so is
Right.
Mercedes.
Right. And I didn't see this coming because I know we spoke briefly in the middle of the week. I was like, hey, I finished like the first 30-45 minutes. And the
Yeah.
first the episode, the first time I just really wasn't paying attention too much. But the second time, man, she is really campaigning with a sponsor, this coach
Yeah.
right here.
Oh,
You know, I
coach.
yeah, I'm assuming that he was a customer at one point in time,
Mm-hmm.
in between games, and he fell in love with the Mercedes experience and put that out there, like, hey, if you need a sponsor, I got the money, I can make it
Yeah.
rain. And she was like, no, I'm good. But he was like, well, hey, if you change your mind, here's my card, type thing. And she was thinking about this gym, and she was thinking about Terica
Mm-hmm.
and her daughter. And we got to talk about her because that's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she made that happen. She went ahead with that transaction. And I was like, oh, because she was like doing this scene that, yeah, we got to have some rules, we got to, something in writing, et cetera, et cetera. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like she said, well, I'll save that line, but yeah, nobody can judge anybody in
Yeah.
this situation. They can't do that to each other. I was not expecting this though. The daughter, Terica, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak, driving up. And I got to be honest with you. We can talk about it now. We don't got to go in order, scene by scene, but this was kind of out of nowhere to me. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Mercedes is already trying to, and I like Mercedes and I respect her for the fact that, okay, she doesn't want to live this life anymore. She, wants to, I guess, live the straight and narrow path, not sell sex. Because then I think it was either last season or this season. She was like, "Hey, you can't lead with lust because that's what all." I think that was season 1. She's like, "You
Mhm.
can't lead with lust because that's all the men are going to be interested in."
Yeah.
So I like that she's just trying to, get her daughter back by any means necessary, and I feel sorry for her. I
Eh.
mean, I do. But for them just to throw in the plot of her mama being passed out in the back of the car, throwing up here and there. I mean, how do you feel about that? Does that work for you, or is it
Um,
kind of?
wait a minute. Who were you feeling sorry for exactly?
I'm feeling sorry for Mercedes a little bit. I guess not. Okay.
Fucking feeling sorry for Mercedes. Oh, Mercedes, get the hell out of my face.
Okay.
I have like no weight left for Mercedes. I was more so I felt sorry for Terica in this episode, but I did not feel sorry for Mercedes. It did tie in very well for me because last season we did have the mother that she's in care of. She was struggling with alcohol, and that gave more leeway for Mercedes to feel like I should be able to get her back. Why are you being put in the forefront as this great mother and you have your battles? It's no different than me being a stripper. It did tie in because it's just kind of like she's relapsed. But I did not feel sorry for Mercedes. I was actually like really done and kind of pissed off at Mercedes because this has been
Really?
her narrative. Yeah, this has been her narrative for a really long time. Just how she was pushing her out. We literally have Terica this episode like she's really crying out for help in the best way that she can. And I feel like this episode really, really showed just how far removed she is from being a mom because as a mom, like I can hear an octave in my daughter's voice and know, so, okay, what happened today? What happened in school? Something is wrong. And she's just, oh, I'm working, I'm doing like the fact that I'm a gummy bear had to play so many times and interrupt that threesome for her to like, oh, well, what is
Oh,
it? Like,
yeah,
she
yeah.
is just not giving her any attention. And once we get to just the whole breakdown, I was with Terica. Like, that excuse is really wearing thin. Wasn't nobody gonna give a stripper back her baby, and you're not 15 anymore. And it's like you don't really time is not waiting for you to come around. Terica is I think maybe Terica's 14, 15 at this point, maybe, I don't think she's any older than that, but like nobody's waiting around for you to be a mom. I do admire that she's trying to get herself together, but we can only wait so long for you, and you can only do so much. Like at some point, you do have to put Terica first, and I don't feel like she's put her first. She's put her desires and her dream first for what she wants to do, and in doing that, of course, she will do better and get to Terica, but she's not putting her first. Like that whole threesome,
Mm.
get that out of my face.
Okay, yeah. Tyra, okay, you know what I'm saying? Correct me. Go ahead and throw that perspective on there. I'm a mama, so I know, you know what I'm saying? B, let me,
Triple,
okay. I
like,
got you. I got you. I
oh,
can dig it. I can dig it.
yeah.
I am okay. Okay. I feel you. I feel you. Now, definitely, we do feel more sorry for Terica than Mercedes, by
Mhm.
far. Light years. But I mean, I guess I was just trying to be sympathetic because it looks like she's putting forth effort. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had 20K stolen from you, and then
Mhm.
she's not giving up. We saw her back at the facility, but she getting at first I thought they said 10K a month. She getting 10K a week,
Mm.
10K a weekend.
Yeah, a weekend. I believe
That
it's
shit,
a
a couple of
session. Like anytime she shows up and
oh
gives you the
man,
Mercedes experience, she's getting 10K.
a couple of months, man. You can just check out. You don't got to do that forever. Damn, I mean, yeah, she's in there. I didn't pick it up. Terica crying, and
No.
yeah, I guess it's what you was talking about, saying that you can hear the octave in your daughter's voice or
Yeah.
something's wrong. I'm working, god damn it, I'm working. You know, and she
Look at
posing and
that
all
picture.
that.
I'm mad at you for
Yeah,
that picture.
yeah, I had to get it. So I actually rewound it. So I was like, oh, let me go back and hit the button, the hotkey, so I can snap that one
Yeah, she's like, oh,
real
this
quick.
is beautiful. Like, this is
Yeah,
nice. Oh my
yeah,
God. Yeah.
that was crazy. That was crazy. I feel silly because you know how the TV's on, the TV is more watching you than it's you watching it. That was my experience the first time. So all this right here that was going down, I was like, what's going on? And and of course it's obvious. They trying to get the agreement of, because I was like, why are they kissing in front of him? I'm like, and the second time I'm like, Brandon, you dumbass, like,
I
what's
was
going on?
I was more so surprised at the fact that it was just like, oh, you're willing to spend bank for the Mercedes experience, but you got a whole Mercedes standing next to you already. Like, I was like, what we spending money for again? Like,
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
spending money this episode for the Mercedes experience. People getting head, just spending money for what?
Yeah. That just bothers me, man.
Oh.
I've never paid for any sexual advances, but this dude spent at least $1,000 for some dome.
Mm.
Hey, if you got it like that, you got it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's probably $2 to him if he got it like that. But so let me retract my statement. But yeah, they that's a whole dictionary they got right there, paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this though. I was a bit confused here. She got upset. She was why did she get confused? Why did she get upset? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? When she gave him, I don't, because she knew what the deal was. I don't.
I believe she just got upset at the aspect that the wife was even there. And I kind of felt like it was more set up on Coach's part. Like, hey, like the way things ended up, I feel like Coach was rubbing his hands together, like, yeah, we
Oh,
like
definitely.
she didn't which would come into play with that 10K later. You were signing up
Yes.
and signing that paper so you can do your deeds with Coach the way you've been doing them already at the Pink last season. It's a whole wife here, and she's just as with the shits as the husband. You didn't sign up for that. I felt like, yeah, that I just
100%.
felt like
100%.
she was really degrading herself, and she was trying to talk herself through the motions. Like, Mercedes always wants to constantly have control with
Oh,
everything.
hold on. The wife was degrading herself, or Mercedes?
No, Mercedes.
Okay.
It seemed like she was trying to make it, make it right. Like, oh, I'm working the room like I work it at the Pink. Oh, look at those pictures. It's great photography. Yeah, but it was more than you bargained for. Her ass stayed and pulled her own titties out, and she wanted to have fun. And she's like, oh yeah, like yeah, this is what it is. This is not what you thought it was. She's trying to have, that control, and we need the wife's permission. She needs to sign this. Like, she's thinking she's working it. Like, no, they low key just played you. And now they're kind of like getting you a whole 2-for-1 special in this episode.
Right. I actually had the full shot of her titties, but I decided not to include. I was like, yeah, let's dial it back. You don't want to be too much B. But no, yeah, you're right. Because I don't know if she look at the look back, like, oh, wait a minute.
Like,
what? Yeah, are you still here? I thought you left. I thought I heard the garage. But I will say this. I thought she was gonna fall up there. When I was like, oh shit, they're gonna rip up the paper, storm in the fireplace. You're fired.
I was thinking, like, damn, you're steady putting pressure on this damn shoulder. Like, when are you gonna allow your shoulder to heal? And I felt sorry for her in that moment, because it was like, no, Mercedes, go up there, flip it, show you how you drop it. And like a whole one-trick pony ass situation. Like, yeah, you're here to be on display. Like, it wasn't a comfortable situation, though. Mercedes does what she does on the pole, and it's immaculate. Like, do you really want to be here? You don't.
It was quite nice. It was quite nice. And so I gotta give it to her. And he had no shame too. He was like, do that one move to where your leg like this, and then you flip it off, bam. I was like, damn, he popped all out of character. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, whoa, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But it was funny. It was funny. But I will say this though. In the very look, if you're out there, I'm not here to judge you. Live your life. If you want the multiple partners and all that, all I care about is communication and transparency. And at the very least, at least they had that right here. The everybody was straight up and honest with each other. I guess besides Mercedes getting surprised, but at the same time, he was like, they signed out. They had to pay. They had, like I said, a phone book worth of paperwork, and
for Coach, not for that wife.
okay, NDAs, and also, I know you just commented on this. Mercedes did ask for permission. She didn't want to, just completely be a homewrecker. Even if she did get the invitation, So I mean, that's somewhat commendable to me, in my opinion. You know,
Okay.
you guys let us know. Tara looks like she disagrees with me just a little bit, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I felt like it was more for her benefit because this is so degrading for her. Because if it was all of that when he propositioned you before, you would have took it. But she felt like, no, I did it the honorable way. Even though I was stripping, I did it the way I wanted to. I saved this money and I'm going to get my gym the way I want to. But now it's like she doesn't have any other options, and just so she can feel like, well, I'm still Mercedes. I need all this signed, and I'm like, yeah, okay, Mercedes.
I agree with you there. I good point. Good guys. That's why you need to subscribe to her channel. You know what I'm saying? Because she has all this rich insight, detail, and nuance. It's wonderful. You know, she has it all together. There was something redeeming about the Wicked Witch from the West. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Harriet D. Foy, talking about Patrice. We'll talk about her a little bit later as well. But at least she was able to give Terica that money or those extra boxes.
Yes.
So that was kind of cool. Got a little white fear. This woman here is terrified. I mean, it is a pandemic. I mean, shit. But she's nervous. She's like, these niggers are gonna shoot my head off, and these blackies.
Not the blackies.
Yeah, I don't know. It just. Now, they're posing for the gram. It's cool. I don't understand that death game that they're playing. Somebody blinks at you, and then you gotta pass out dead. Is that you familiar with that game?
No.
Okay. Let us know. I thought he was really having a heart attack or something. And then I was like, oh, they playing that stupid ass game. I was just kind of thinking, if somebody, maybe because I don't know the game, but if just somebody would have did that to me randomly, like a friend of mine, I'm like, I don't want to hang out with you no more.
It's a weird game. Real road trip games. Remember they had that last episode about who killed who in the hearse. It's like, okay, y'all weird.
Y'all really are weird. Y'all really are weird. But we got our boy Uncle Clifford in here. Draked up, dripped out, all that. Got a new DJ, and they have decided to divide the equity up a little bit. Instead of 85-15, it is now 69. I can't do my math. What is that? 31? Yeah, 69 and 31 percent. And so that's interesting. Clifford has a little bit extra power right here. And we talked about this. I know we talked about it on Lamont's channel in season 1. Everybody was saying that, what is her name? Keyshawn and Mercedes look the best. I think you may have said that as well, because they was trying to present Autumn as like this. I think you even, if I want to choose your words correctly, like she's this irresistible.
Yeah, I ain't see it.
I saw it this episode. I don't know why, but for me in this episode, she was really looking good in this scene right here. I don't know, but I said to myself, damn,
she always looks good. I'm never gonna take she's fine, but like as far as follow you through the club because I bought you this drink your bath water, that's Mercedes in Mississippi.
Okay. Let's not get too cruel with it, but what's your cup of tea in the comment section? Mercedes, Mississippi, Autumn Night, let us know in the comment section. We're just curious. Now, earlier this was comical. It was a bit much, but she's showing up to this function out here with all the pink on. It's funny, they had to know she was there. She didn't just sneak up at the table, but it was just the way the camera revealed itself. But this was the redeeming qualities that I had for her in this episode. She's still an ass, she's still a jerk, but she was like, look, y'all can't be trusting all these white people like this. You know what I'm saying? What about these taxes and rolling in and this and that? It was a bit extra because she was popping a booty here and there. I'm just like, okay, it's just not consistent with everything that we've seen before. So it was a bit theatrics, but at the end, hey, I didn't know she was that thick.
I did.
I was like, wait a minute, where did all that come from? So
no, well, first in that other scene, like you said, they broke it down. I was more so distracted at Haley and Clifford that he was relinquishing so much power to her in the paint. That was kind of throwing me for a loop because I was like, because he said, well, I'm going to take some responsibility. I did leave you to your own devices and you done burnt up my chicken and shit. But I did notice in this episode, he's not really fighting with her too much. She's like, oh no, roulette and this one and that is going to headline and this one's going to be the DJ. And he's just agreeing. And I'm like, well, damn, he is really giving her power because what did she say about Mercedes? I think she said everybody's replaceable.
Right,
And I was like,
exactly.
whoa. Whoa, that's a whole lot. I said I do understand, but one thing about Mercedes, she does have respect and she does follow the rules of the pink, and she, is very loyal to Clifford. We don't know Roulette and we don't know Whisper, and via their activity in this episode, I wouldn't trust them to fry chicken at the paint. Like it's just not that. And also the whole thing, even with Big Bone being the DJ, but every time we see Big Bone, she's supposed to be doing something. She's low key trying to get her side cash, shaking ass, doing everything but what she's supposed to be doing. But I just kind of feel like Clifford is kind of digging himself into a hole with Haley. Like, I mean, she did, save the pink and whatnot, but I think he needs to strong arm and take back control because I don't agree with Haley being in charge of a damn thing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying because I said completely opposite of that. Because it seems like Clifford is getting more power. I mean, he had 15% at first. Now he has 31. And I think, I mean, because when you say like pull him in, his dialogue is the reason that he got the more equity, because it's like your dumb ass almost burned the place down. And so I think that him checking Haley like that, she had to come to herself and be like, okay, even though I did come in financially, I don't know how to run a business. And so I may make a decision here and there, but Clifford, you still have a say so as well. I don't know. I mean, it's back and forth. I think they're both humbled a bit. I think at a point they both are saying that they need each other. I could be wrong in that assessment.
Maybe getting there. I just need her to get the hell out the paint personally.
Okay. Yeah.
And then with Patrice, I was like, I felt in the past few episodes, I'm like, well, I thought they were just setting up Andre to maybe take that mayor role and try to run. But I was like, well, damn, I was like, they could be setting up Clifford to run for mayor, her to run for mayor, and Andre. I was like, that's a lot of goddamn people trying to run for mayor.
Yeah. And they we'll talk about that when we get to it. But y'all let us know if y'all thought what y'all thought about Patrice in this episode, if you think she had any redeeming qualities or anything like that. I still don't like her. I still despise her, but it is what it is. Now here, they're promoting on Instagram and all that, and your girl is getting paranoid. Just leave it up there. But I gotta say, champagne, campaign, champagne, campaign. It was a nice song. I gotta say, it was well. I'm not trying to sound ignorant, but is there a real Little Murder artist out there, or someone is this artist based off somebody? Because I mean, this seemed like a real video when I got to it, and I was like, okay, the production quality is quite nice. I like this. So I'm like, is this a real song that's gonna drop? A single online? I don't know.
I don't think so, but if I had anything to do with the show, I would release every song like it's a regular ass song. They're actually good.
Yeah. I mean, it really was. And she is fine. She's killing that red. But yeah, I mean, it was dope. I bounced around with my cup of tea and music or whatever, but I was bobbing my head both times I saw this episode, and I was highly entertained by it. It had a nice beat, so I don't know. All those pictures are going out of order. That's when Mercedes is getting the COVID test. But yeah, they really doing the tour, going around. I like the outfits. I like the energy. You see growth in Little Murder's character, because he was afraid in season 1. They had him in the back standing on the little private pole thing, naked himself, trying to gain confidence. That was somewhat unorthodox, but excuse me, it worked. So that's interesting right there. What you think about this though? I mean, you can speak on that, and also this little this character right here. And his run in with the old, he is seeming much more soft than he appeared. But yeah, how you feeling about all this? I'm just kind of curious.
That's Lil Murder's boyfriend. I feel like they have some history. Like you already know. I said I felt something last episode when he first got out and he saw him. I felt like there was a confirmation in this episode of them having some history, and the way he protected him this episode. I feel like it was just more than protecting a homeboy. It kind of felt like protecting like a lover a little bit. Like
Oh,
it felt, yes, it felt really like what you said about my man. Like it felt.
oh, yeah, okay.
It did. It felt a lot of that because it just wasn't hey, even if I do know my boy's lifestyle that's not for you to speak on, let me protect him. It really felt like kind of in a lover sense, or just protecting an old fling, or I think we get into later, them and their history as far as prison. But yeah, I felt, I was like, well, damn, I feel like I'm on the money with them having some type of history together.
Interesting. I did not put that together. I mean, of course, they talked about them being in prison together.
Yeah.
He got shanked at the, he talked about him getting shanked, and
Mm-hmm.
the doctor said he missed his kidney by a millimeter. And he said that he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
But I thought all of his behavior was because he just lost it up here because he
Mm-hmm.
was putting the hole so much. He said it was like the bottom of the ocean black, and that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty effing black. But I didn't even. I remember you saying that, but
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I guess I can kind of see it now a little bit. Um,
The letters were good. I'm like the feeling he had and the emotion. It wasn't just like, you held me down as my homie. It's like love letters in a sense, like those letters, those words, your bullshit ass rhymes. They kept me going. Like it just felt like it feels like there's something there, and maybe it was something there, and it was just in a jail sense. And now that he's out, it's just people go to jail. It's like I'm whatever in jail, but I'm out. I'm not that, but I know what we were to each other and what happened in there. Like I feel like there is some history there, and maybe as the episodes go, we'll see it unfold. But it felt very protective. Like, did you see him in the car? He's like, oh, his blood's like, nigga, get off me, like.
I did. Wow,
But the
wow,
way
wow.
that Lil Murder was like, oh, like, are you hurt? Like, it's just more than that homie. Like, yeah. Like, no, it's something there, and I just can't wait to see what it is. Now, of course, I could be absolutely wrong, but he was very protective. It wasn't just because what's his name, Paco was being a hater. Of course, he's all kind of jealous throughout this episode. Got Big Guap, the manager, looking all upside Lil Murder's head, like, oh, does he, like, what are y'all talking about? He's trying to blow up his spot, but he was going to protect him.
Really? Okay, Tara.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. So thanks for bringing it to light. That's I don't know, guys. What y'all think out there? I mean, I didn't pick it up. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say you wrong, but as far as them in the hearse in the car and him, trying to, are you all right? I didn't pick that up. I didn't get that vibe. But we can leave it open, and I'll give you your kudos if you're right. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm telling y'all, that's why you got to subscribe to her channel, because you gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. So let's
What
see
did
what we
you
have.
think? Like, I feel like I want to know what you got.
I mean, I just thought this dude was well. First, he's a hothead.
Yeah.
He just want to fight. I mean, well, he probably does have legitimate beef with this dude right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you would grab him in a headlock for the
Mm-hmm.
first move, but that's neither here nor there. I didn't. I just didn't put that together at all. That there was some type of romance there. I just thought that this dude had a hot temper and he needs to sit down somewhere.
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
there's definitely like he has like this PSTD. Like it's like he just got out the war or something. Like it just seems like he has a very
Oh,
short fuse. So there's a lot of
definitely.
that, but I feel like there's something else too.
I got you. I got you. I know you said you don't really cover her, do you?
I mean, Whisper is cool. She's not really giving me a whole lot as a character. Honestly, I'm hoping that we'll get. I thought we would get just as much as her as we've been getting of Roulette, but as of now, we really don't. Not much. Besides, she has Coke on deck.
Are you liking I mean, I know the episode started out with roulette, but
Mm-hmm.
um I don't know. I feel like this would be a good little friendship between the two of them. I don't think they're
Mm-hmm.
friends, or they will be friends, just like associates, like, okay, I use you, use me, let's get this money.
Mm-hmm.
type of thing. I don't know, but I do feel like Whisper may do something shady in the future.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. We'll see. But she does look like she'll pull the chair from up under you
Mm-hmm.
and not have any remorse about it. Those
Yeah.
are just the
See,
vibes that I get.
she just so comfortably offered like the coke. I thought like roulette. I don't know why. Clearly, Russian roulette is down for anything. I thought she was going. Oh, like no, bitch. I do a whole lot of things, but not that. I need to be level headed in the paint. She's like, oh no, I'll
Right.
snip it. We're ready to
Yeah.
go.
Quick.
But they have this dynamic duo. Their performances are really really good.
Yeah. They had the connection right here, spinning around, going round and round. And I like how they, with the sound editing or mixing, they turned it down, and you can their voices picked up volume, and you can hear them breathing and just huffing and puffing while they're up there, and they focus and you don't really unless you're a dancer yourself, you never get that perspective. Like it's not like you interview them afterwards. Like, so how was that? I heard you breathing up there. What was you thinking? Like, that doesn't ever happen. So I really did appreciate that from a technical behind the scenes type of point of view. I was like, okay, this is not just. It was a nice touch. It was a nice touch. So I did appreciate that right there. I saw this was gross to me. Hey, you got something stuck in your teeth. Let me get it out. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck does that? I don't even. I'm not even gonna do that to somebody I'm dating. Go floss. Like, anyway. Yeah. So, but we talked about this earlier, and this was sad right here, and I have to get your opinion on this because part of this I found incredibly stupid, but you may be able to correct me. Again, what is Terica's mother's name? Not Mercedes, but the woman raising her. Do we know her name? I don't. I guess it really doesn't matter. But we're here where she is getting the hose in the face, and I was just kind of laughing about this. Again, this just seems out of nowhere for her character just to be a random alcoholic, but I could be wrong. But it was so sad, the revelation that Terica got right here, and I know you spoke on that earlier, but Mercedes had Terica when she was 15 years old. Couldn't raise her, and her mother Patrice said to give up to this woman right here. Now, are they friends or are they sisters?
Sister.
Like, okay, why? Okay, so the dude was smashing sisters. Why? I don't know why the sister her would still agree, because she said it herself. I was being faithful. I'm still being faithful to a man that's dead and wouldn't be faithful to me if he was still walking around today.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? That is beyond. I was like, no, that's ridiculous. Now, I guess it makes more sense now because because I couldn't tell. I'm like, are they sisters or are they just associates? And if they were just associates, it would make me even more irritated. So I guess I can still understand somewhat because they were sisters and you don't want your blood niece just to be out there, God knows what. But I'm still bothered by it. Am I tripping?
No, and it was giving me all kind of precious ass vibes. It was that resentment on her part that, oh, you slept with my man, you did this, you ruined my life. And of course she lied, but at the end of the day, she was 15 and like she said, she didn't lay down by herself, but you have been literally carrying around this resentment and thinking of the daughter that you've been raising for all of her life as a mistake. That's really dark. And I was even more irritated with Mercedes, like, get her out of there. Get like that whole maniacal, evil villain ass laugh she gave in that tub. I was like, oh my God, this it was so demonic. Like, I was like, oh, God damn it, get Terica out of there. But both of them are still hovering over the past because she feels the way she is. I said, in his dying wishes that I was gonna take care of her and I would, just relinquish her to you because you weren't gonna be able to do it. And she's mad because, oh, y'all never gave me a chance. Like, okay, well, what about now? Like, you still have not moved forward, and Terica is just left to be this. And you can really see that Terica was fed up this episode also. Like, I'm really tired of the excuses. It's always going to be something with you, and it
Yeah.
has been. It has been.
True. I'm and you know, I'm of course I'm 100% with Terica. I feel sorry for her. I'm like, this is horrible. You know, no, none of us asked to be here. None of us can control our mama and daddy.
Mhm.
And you know, just some people are, you know, born into a more loving home and others aren't, and it's just not fair. You
Yeah.
know, so you just really can't judge people, you know, out there seriously, because you just don't know what people are going through. And this young soul right here has gone through hell, and it's not any fault of her own. And so I just gotta
No,
sympathize with her
I'm
just a little bit
actually
there.
trying to think back because I'm feeling like they're sisters, but it's been moments where it's like they're not, and she's an associate that just happened to be married to uh the dad
Yeah,
that passed
right,
away. So
right.
like, is if this is what that is, like I would be like, oh, I'll be all the way irritated.
Yeah, like you were, I mean, you got a good
I'm just
heart, but you are a damn fool
mm,
if foolish. You know, I don't think you should call people fools, but yeah, maybe I missed a plot point there
mm.
as far as their relationship is concerned.
Well, you've
So
seen season one pretty recently. I haven't watched it since, since it was initially released. But I do recall there being moments of me feeling like it was a sisterly, older sister take the, the younger sister's baby situation. But there's also aspects of like, oh, okay, this is my husband cheated and she lied and said she was 18. She wasn't. We took the baby and I've been raising her this entire time.
yeah.
Somebody drop in the comments and,
Yeah,
fix that,
let us
please.
know. Also, how do you think Turkey is in these
I
scenes?
believe she is no older than 15.
Okay. Excuse me. I was thinking the same thing. How can Terica be that old and not know at that time that her mother had her when she was 15? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Now, if she was 7 or something, okay, but you're 15 years old. You know
Mm-hmm.
what sex is at this time. Her body's already changing, I'm sure, a number of years ago. I was just like, how do you not know that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, well, yeah,
They haven't talked to her. Mercedes has been very absentee.
you have to know how old your mama is. Like, how do you not know how old your mama is? I mean, if even the relation, I know she don't drop off at school every day,
Mm-hmm.
but you was, I was just like, you was really, when she was like, you was really 15. I was just like, how do you not know this? That I don't know. If I'm tripping, let me know in the comments, let me know in the chat. But I was curious. Now, I forgot his name. White dude is offering the
Corbin.
million. Corbin, yeah, Corbin, Dan J. Johnson, this gentleman right here.
Mm.
He is offering them $1 million, and Mercedes wants 10. Do you think they're gonna get that money? You think they're gonna get 10 million for this?
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't either. That's a hell of a raise. And this is what it was put into place. Like, hey, if you're stupid enough to run for mayor, I'm stupid enough to foot the bill. You know, I don't know. And earlier they was talking about that. Hey, if they do sell,
Mm,
Clifford was gonna get 3.1 million.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I just feel like they're just filling us up with more excuses for Andre to remain in Chuckalisa and not go home to his wife.
this nigga here, man. Oh God, like I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just she's stressing at work, saving lives. Just like, baby, when you coming home? He just like, I
got
don't
him
know.
a
They
job.
pushing.
Got him a job.
Yeah, like, oh, thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Andre is whack. Andre is whack. I do not like Andre one bit. Not one bit. Not one bit. But earlier we was talking about your boy Little Murder, and look at him. He is in love. He is in love. He is in love. And
Mhm.
I forgot that
Yeah.
the
Keyshawn
Mississippi,
knows.
yeah, Keyshawn knows, because you know, she brought up Clifford as a unique person, or one in a million or something. She said, I was like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, so she gonna help you out and put it down. But again, I know it was somebody that agreed with me last episode and disagreed with me, and they agree with you. More people agree with you because you said it was real love. And I asked the question, I was like, is it love? Is it true love, or is it just an ego thing, or a
Mhm.
mixture of both? Because I'm just saying, sometimes when guys get turned down, there is this, it's the pride and ego in some men. They will just they have to conquer it, like, oh, they turned me down. No, I don't care, it's been 6-7 months, I have to achieve this. I have to have this ass, even though, and it's stupid and ridiculous and pathetic, to be honest with you, but it is a reality. But it may not be the reality with Little Murder. I mean, the acting is coming out, and this is why I was saying that we got some characteristics from him that he was nice and caring, and hey, we're not going to send a postcard. All right, now you're throwing the money. You're gonna be mad if I put it in my pocket. All right, we're not going to send the part. I was like, well, he was a completely different person.
Yeah.
In this motel room. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, guys, you don't got to stunt for the gram. Okay, it's gonna drive you crazy. It's gonna drive you crazy. Live your life.
Sincere.
Can you?
Did you see the postcard? Like the postcard, like, yeah, nigga, I love you, nigga. Like, damn, nigga, like, damn, I love you, man. Like, the postcard was hitting me up. She's like, you be writing whole ass lyrics, and that's the best you can come up with.
Yeah.
Pour your heart out on this postcard.
Yeah.
But I love that we found out later it wasn't just this postcard. He's been sending postcards the entire time.
Talking about you look good in red, and I don't know, man. I mean, that's sweet in a sense, but at the same time, I'm just like, bro, you've been, you're shooting yourself for 6 months now. That's not realistic. You would get ripped to shreds in real life, like this freaking stalker. Rightfully so. It's lust. Anyway, it's lust. But anyway,
no,
I don't know.
Because he could get whatever he wants from anywhere, especially like it's love. Especially, I can appreciate Keyshawn this episode. Keyshawn is a damn good beard. She has been representing, keeping all the hoes at bay.
Yeah.
Like they are their best selves when they're alone and there's nobody else around.
I would have laughed. True, I would have laughed if, when they was literally swarming him outside his motel, and he opened the door and he was just like, oh, okay, all y'all come in. I wonder if all of them would have came in, if they would have been upset, or someone would have set it out like, I only want you to pick me. But they most likely would have waited in line. That's crazy to me. That's crazy what the internet can do. Because I don't know. I mean, social media has been around for a minute now, but I guess just seeing it from this side, the other side, to where everybody thinks this, but it's really this. It's just quite fascinating to me, So again, y'all let us know what you think. We're coming up to the end now, and Patrice is showing her true colors too. I was really shocked with her line of dialogue talking about if I F with the wrong person, you fuck with the wrong bitch, something she said. I was like, oh, shoot, nigga this and nigga that. I'm like, wait a minute, ain't we in church? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So there's that postcard right there that Clifford was checking out. My pictures are all over the place. But yeah, what you think of this right here? She look like she'll stab somebody if it come down to it. And not a self-defense, just because she's mad or something,
I felt like they were setting her up like the worst that she could do, because you can see that he's struggling really hard to just get Chuckalisa as a whole on his side, especially that black vote, because it's like we all know what your true intentions are. You are trying to get this casino up and running, but that's not going to do anything for us. She is a voice in the community. She she might run. She has that that pastor that extra open her step all the goddamn time. She has we don't like her, but she has charisma, and she maybe could give him a run for his money. So I felt like that was confirmation of like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna run and hit you where it hurts.
Yeah, well, we should see how that plays out. We should see how that plays out. Last scene though, we got our boy Big L with Gidget's ex, and they got that fresh farm canned okra, aka Oxycontin, and your girl Roulette is a peeps game. And I like her shoes, by the way. I don't know. Let me know if you'll rock those. But I think she would keep her mouth shut. Or do you think she's gonna blackmail them? Like
a motherfucker. What?
She's gonna blackmail them? Okay. You think so?
Leverage. She has went out of her way this episode to literally show her ass, like literally and physically. She's been showing her. She's taking out the titties on the stage floor. She's
no titties on the main stage.
No titties on the main stage. She's, giving head. We saw her getting out the car, just then prostituting once again. And
Yeah.
it's just like, wow, I got something. Nobody can say or confront me about anything. I know y'all selling oxys out of the paint.
Yeah. And I was excited, she was out of there in Snowfall. Our boy, I forgot his name that we love, Malcolm X Jr.
Leon.
Leon, he walked in while she was serving up the enemy.
Yeah.
She's serving up this dude here for a brick or two in the pink in the champagne room. Yeah, so hey, didn't expect all that from Miss Gail Bean, but so you think she gonna blackmail her? I mean, I guess she would have to make the show more interesting. Of course, they're not gonna shoot it like this as well. Well, it's just like, oh, what are you MFers doing over there? They looking crazy,
But I think it's gonna go like both ways because they low key kind of saw each other. It's like, it was that wink, like you saw me with this oxy. I was like, how y'all gonna slow down and just magically drop the box
right.
But and he's also like, well, hell, I saw you getting out of that car. You're prostituting out of the paint. So
Gotcha. Okay. Y'all let us know how y'all think it's gonna play out between Big L, Gidget's boyfriend. I don't know his name, and not Gail Bean, but not Wanda, but roulette right here.
Yeah.
Let us know. Tara, tell me, what did I leave out, if anything? And do you have any favorite characters at this point in time, or you just kind of really screw everybody, or you love everybody? Let me know. I'm curious.
Favorite characters? We can Clifford is just gonna always be the favorite by default. I think we pretty much covered everything. I'm really interested to see what Lil Murder in that conversation. I want to know what that turns into. And I also want to know what's going to happen with Mercedes because she did leave. I'm like, are you still going to get paid? Like you left amongst, the threesome. So I want to know what's going to happen with that and what's going to happen with that damn wife because she was real eager beaver to join that threesome.
She really was. She was like, yeah, I got to get a piece of this. I got to get that experience, that Mercedes experience. See why my husband is not too thrilled with me and is willing to drop $10K a week with a stripper named Mercedes. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I didn't even think about that. Is she gonna get paid? Because he don't. We don't know what the contract says. We don't know if it's from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. You got to be here and do whatever I say, or yada yada yada. But quite interesting. The thing I'm most looking forward to is I want to see how the relationship is going to turn out with Keyshawn and Derek, her crazy boyfriend. Yeah. No, I just want some drama as far as him getting his ass beat. Diamond wasn't in this episode. We didn't see him at all, so I kind of want him to come through and drop kick him. Also, I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen with Terica. I have no interest in Andre. I'm also excited to see the true colors of Patrice because she has a few dragons on her back that's ready to be unleashed on somebody, and it's gonna be a big ass mess. But again, the way I started this episode out, it was just interesting how just this whole social media and Little Murder and not Mercedes, but Mississippi Keyshawn are living this way. She opens the door and all the other group is like, she kissing them down. And then as soon as they close the door, it's
like, oh, girl.
Yeah, you sloppy mouth, So yeah, that's quite interesting right there. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to wrap it up for our P Valley recap and review for episode 2, titled The Dirty Dozen. I was trying to bring up the right picture, but I clicked the wrong one. There you go. The Dirty Dozen, P Valley, right there. This is episode 3 of season 2. Let us know how you feel, all that good stuff, because we are very, very interested in knowing. And feel free to spoil away in the comment section. But before we head out of here, Tara, why don't you let the good people know what you got going on your channel right now that they can go enjoy? Because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of great stuff over here.
Yeah, throwing it back on the channel. Just did Kingdom Come. Someone just paid, actually yesterday, somebody just paid for The Last Dragon.
Oh, hell yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
should be fun. That is coming up
Hell yeah.
soon. There's always constant content, a lot of throwback. And by the time this video uploads, my own video should be up. So make sure you come check that out as well.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you need to put that the Last Dragon priority. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I definitely want to see that myself. If you look at my channel, guys, not much. Time Traveler's Wife last episode, movie news roundup show. I got my review for Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear. It was a good movie. And also, me and Larry watched the trailer. I seen it already, but it was his first time watching it. The final trailer for Note with Keke Palmer, Stephen Yun, and Daniel Kaluuya, directed by Justin Peele. Are you excited for that movie?
Hell yeah.
Already.
Yes.
May have to bring you in maybe for a spoiler review, kind of like we did with Candyman. I don't know.
I think this would be worthy of a whole spoiler review.
Nice. So you guys can look out for that. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, and that's Tyra, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.